What's up, guys? Day 3 at the rail. Day 1 by myself. And here's what we encounter. Look at that gearbox right there. You see how jacked up that thing is? Won't roll up. First day by myself, I'm all jacked up already. So, you have to go up there into the office over there and push a button. And then you talk to this lady through a computer screen. She tells you, well, I don't know if it's shift change or what, but I can't get a hold of nobody. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down there and wait by your container. And we'll send somebody down there in about 30 to 45 minutes. Just what I want to hear, huh? So, you don't see nobody coming that way. And I don't see nobody coming that way. So, ain't nobody coming yet. I got over here early. For those of you that know, I like to start early. Been watching my videos, you know I like to get around early. Well, me and the old monster here got over here early because I thought, well, first day, you know, make sure I do everything right. I got in here, so I figured that part out, how to get in the rail. And then I come over here and stuff's jacked up. So, but you know what? We're gonna try to have a good day anyway. It is what it is, I guess. That's what they say. Just gonna try to make the best of it, and hopefully somebody will come over here in just a second and tell me what I need to do, or one of them hostlers will come over here and take it somewhere and exchange it. I don't know what they do, but anyway, guys, we'll see you in a little bit. What's going on, guys? Down there in the caves again. So my little chassis situation this morning got worked out. Finally in the pouring rain, shirt soaking wet. So basically, like I showed you guys, the landing gear wouldn't roll up. It was broke. So the hostler guy pulls it around over in the bay. The guy says, I can't fix it. You need to get another chassis. So I went and found another chassis. And now, mind you, this is my third day doing this. And my first day by myself. So I'm trying to remember everything, you know. And then, so I said, where's the chassis? He said, go find one. I said, well, where do you go look for one? You know what I'm saying? It's go find one. This yard's huge, man. Go find one. Just go grab any of them, you know. He said, as long as it's 53 foot. I said, okay. And it's not JB Hunt. I said, okay, got you. So I went and found one. And then, it's pretty cool, man. That guy comes over and picks that thing up. The yard dog pulls out from underneath with the old ratty trailer, and I pull right underneath there, man. The guy, he sets it on there that quick, man. Boom, I lock it in. Done. On the road that quick. So yesterday was the first time I weighed one of these, right? Well, today when he picked up, I seen it dip forward, so I'm thinking that's probably a little bit front heavy, you know, because generally they're always front heavy, the ones that we've been hauling down here. So I slide it all the way back like I did yesterday. I'm glad I was not going to stop and weigh it, but I'm glad I did, because the scale is just on the other side there. I have to go by the scale, and I was 34,400 on the trailer, so I was over by 400 pounds. So I'm glad I stopped and waited, which I'm going to start doing. I got the app set up on my phone now, the Weigh My Truck app, linked to my EFS card, so they just automatically pay for it. I don't have to go in there and you know, bother with them anyway. But I'm glad I did that, because that jack leg would have pulled me in there, you know, and then it could have been a bad situation. But I tell you one thing I do miss. That's the air slide to slide the tandems. You know, the button you just pull out. These chassis, they still got the old style. You got to pull out like we was doing back in the 80s and early 90s, you know. I do miss the old air chassis. Here we're rocking again. They started on me. Guys, these people down here are so quick on this deal. I just got backed in the door and took my paperwork in there. And they're already jumping on it. So, I mean, I'm in and out of here in 15, 20 minutes. I've already got my 30-minute break while I was up there checking in. So all I got to do is turn around and go right back up to Kansas City. And once I'm empty here, send them a message, let them know I'm empty, and roll right on back up to Kansas City. Gravy, man. This is gravy. Take it to the drop yard over there, drop it off, and that's it. So Justin, the guy that's been training me, he went to Topeka this week today because we've been hauling our empties from down here. Normally we take them over here to the other side of the cave over here and drop them. But it's so full over there, they can't accept any more trailers. So we've been taking them up to the drop yard and dropping them up there. Justin today was grabbing trailer empties and taking them over to Topeka, to Mars over there. So that's what he's doing today. And I come down here to Springfield to the cave again, which I don't mind because I know this place like the back of my hand. You know, I've been in here so many times that it's no big deal. But this is definitely a learning deal, you know, trying to figure out, you know, what to grab, where to grab, and as far as the system at the rail. So when you go in, you put in your driver's license, and then you put in your what trailer you're supposed to pick up. So like for me, it's KLLU, and then whatever trailer I'm picking up. And then they ask you for a release number. Once you type that release number in there, it'll pop up and it'll go poop. It's in area 1, 2, 3, or 4, row 1, 2, 3, or 4, and you know, slot 42, 112 or something, you know, or whatever. It just tells you where it's at. And you drive right over to that thing, man, and that sucker's sitting right in that spot. You know, that's crazy to me because for those of you who drive over the road like I did, you know that when they say, oh, it's in spot 63, your trailer could be in spot 73. You know what I'm saying? It's never in the spot that it's supposed to be at. Every time so far, this sucker's been in the spot it's supposed to be in. And so I'm like, man, they're pretty organized for a big operation like that. The only thing I didn't like this morning was, so far, so because the chassis that my truck or my container was hooked to, I had to get another chassis. So I had to go up to the office, bobtail up to the office. There's nobody up there. You have to punch a button on the computer and she talks to you through a microphone. Well, you can't hardly hear it because the room's echoing so bad. You can't hardly hear and she's so loud you can't hardly hear what she's saying. And so that was like a 30-minute process because, hold on, let me do this. So I'd hold. Then she'd come back on there. Well, I think they're on shift change. Hold on, you know, and so that was another 30 minutes. So essentially, I wasted 2 hours this morning at the rail yard trying to get my load that I need to get, that I wouldn't have had to waste had my landing gear worked right. I could have rolled right in there, grabbed that trailer, and been right back out. Been down here 2 hours earlier, unload, and boop, see ya. I could have been back at the house early today, but you know, it is what it is. I'm going home anyway, so it doesn't matter. You know, at this point, all I got to do is stop and get a little fuel on the way back home. So we're fueling every day. These trucks only got 100-gallon tanks on them. So I run Kansas City down to Springfield, back up to Collins, fuel at the pilot there at Collins, go up to Kansas City, back down to Springfield, fuel back at Collins every day. And that's the way it's been working out, just fuel there every day. And so, yeah, everything's going good other than that, though. That's the only thing I didn't like, though, was that office part of it, because it'd have been a lot simpler and it could have been a lot more efficient. And they got a glass there, so I don't know why nobody was in the glass. You know what I'm saying? They could have had somebody at least talking to you. You could have got it done that quick and been boom, boom, gone. And but They don't, so whatever. But it was pouring up there today, man. I was out in that, and I should have brought a stinking coat. I've been telling myself, hey, I'm going to bring a coat. And I didn't bring my stinking jacket. And so, man, I was soaking wet. But I dried out. Ain't no big deal. Sugar just floats, you know what I'm saying? Or melts anyway. Shit floats. So, but hope everybody's having a good day. My day will be a lot better when I get out of here and I go get fuel, because I'm going to stop and get a Diet Coke. I've only had one Diet Coke today. I haven't had anything to eat all day, and it is 12:30 right now. And so I'm gonna drop this, run over and grab me a Diet Coke and like some beef sticks or something, and roll on up there to get fuel in this sucker. Be gone, man. Be back at the house. So, listen, if you're out there on the road, be safe out there. I appreciate each and every one of you watching the videos. It does help me, and I appreciate that. And I like interacting with everybody, you know. I feel like we're one big family here. And so, you know, yeah, thanks. I appreciate it. If you're interested in coming to KLLM, I'm going to leave a link in the description, the little arrow drop down with the recruiter's name. It's been in every video. His name's Trey Muse, TraeMuse, and you can contact him. I'll leave his phone number in there. There's a $1,000 sign-on bonus, which I can contest. They paid half of it, and then the other half after 30 days. And yeah, 3 months experience, over-the-road experience. So they do have a training school there, but that doesn't count as far as, I think you have to live like in Louisiana or Mississippi only. I don't know if it's stretched out to, you know, other states or anything like that. But either way, if you've got 3 months over the road experience and you're looking to make a change, they got a $1,000 sign-on bonus. Nice trucks. Those Kenworths are getting in, man. I like the looks of them suckers, man. But yeah. So anyway, have a good day, everybody, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.